listeners alike, let us look at this ongoing death that we are witnessing with regards to the brick-and-mortar retailers here in the United States. Now, as in any market, once you reach a point of oversupply, the bubble simply bursts. And the United States retail brick-and-mortar space was and still is the most bloated in the world. In the United States, there is 23.5 square feet of retail space per person. That's more than the next two closest countries combined. Now, over the next several months, 3,500 retail stores will close. I repeat, over the next several months, 3,500 retail stores will close. And recently, that dead man walking company, Sears, symbol SHLD, basically admitted it was done. Turn out the lights, the party's over. It's closing 10% of its Sears and Kmart locations and stated it has, quote, substantial doubt, end quote, about its ability to continue on. Now, of course, people argue its land holdings, talking about Sears land holdings, are worth billions, but that's overly optimistic at best, in yours truly opinion. Then we have J.C. Penney, symbol JCP. J.C. Penney is shuttering 14% of its stores. Macy's, symbol M, and Nordstrom, symbol JWN, are shutting down locations as well. So we're seeing a mix of high-end and discount retailers being hit, biting the bullet, biting the dust. Plus Walmart, you know the symbol WMD, announced it was closing 269 stores worldwide last year, with 154 of those locations being in the United States. And even Warren Buffett dumped all of his Walmart stock. Now, over the past 12 months, retail shares have been in the toilet. Shares of JCPenney and Sears are down more than 30%, and we've been getting P.A.I.D by shorting the stock straight up and taking put options on the option side. And meanwhile, the damage to retail REITs is just starting to pick up speed. I'll bring your attention to Simon Property Group, symbol SPG, and Matrix Group, or McRich Group and Company, symbol MAC. They are both down 20%. As Taubman Center, symbol TCO, is down nearly 10%. And as retailers pull out of malls, mall operators are stuck trying to fill empty space. And the only growth we've seen in the mall space has been in outlets. But that's likely a short-lived trend also. You see, the internet is killing brick-and-mortar retail, and it's doing it with vigor. Now, some retailers like Macy's and Nordstrom's have pushed heavily to beef up their e-commerce presence in a survival mode. But it's not enough. Amazon, symbol AMZN, Amazon, symbol AMZN, and mobile purchases are devouring retail. Most companies are simply in survival mode, let alone figuring out how to catch up. Just this past week, we saw GameStop, symbol GME. GameStop is closing 150 stores as it struggles to stay afloat. Video game sales have moved online with Electronic Arts, symbol EA, and other video game makers offering their own online stores. So gamers are going straight to those online stores to make their purchases. And as I've stated before, there's no real reason to have a brick-and-mortar game reseller like GameStop. It's a dead concept. It's passé. By the year 2030, it's estimated that 50% of all retail sales not tied to bars and restaurants will move online. And right now, that percentage is between 11% and 14%, approximately $373 billion in 2016. But by 2020, this will grow to $500 billion. And by 2030, it will be close to $2.5 trillion annually. Now, Walmart is in the midst of fighting back. That's right, the world's largest retailer is in the midst of trying to fight back. The company is looking to move beyond discount superstores and has purchased several trendy online retailer sites in recent months, and they've done it very quietly. This includes the purchase of Mod Cloth, Moose Jar, and shoe bay. That's ModCloth, Moose Jaw, okay, and shoe bay. And last year, the discount retailer bought Jet.com, which includes online home furnishing store Hey Needle. Now, these acquisitions are very different from Walmart's typical low-price goods. At ModCloth, dresses typically sell for anywhere between $60 and $150. And dresses at Walmart stores typically go for $10 to $25. Now, just like brick and mortar, the middle class is indeed shrinking. So Walmart needs to try to bring in money from other, more affluent customers. But again, this is a survival technique because the company is quickly moving towards survival mode. Now, the great thing about the death of brick and mortar retail locations and malls is that retailers can get rid of those high overhead and that high cost. Now, we've already seen a considerable amount of pain for investors in the retail space for a couple of years now, with 2016 being the worst. Now, the bloodletting should indeed ease up. And once all that waste is disposed of, you, me, we, the ASK THE WIZ Wealth Institute family, we should start seeing exponential sales growth as more and more retailers start relying on the internet, the web, for the majority of their revenue. Now, malls are getting gutted, closed, and or torn down. The deaths of malls around the country, well, they are indeed mounting. And there are already in the thousands as I speak. But the strong will survive, and they'll likely be the strongest they've ever been once they realize how to monetize internet sales. So traders and investors, and you, me, we, the ASK THE WIZ Wealth Institute family, we would be well advised, okay, to cheer the destruction of the brick and mortar retailers as we wait for the remaining bloodletting to occur. And the way to monetize the ongoing death of the brick and mortar retailers is as follows. And I must say, as internet sales increase, well, the way to monetize this is the following. Online payment processors. That's right. They will get your P.A.I.D. Because what will end up happening is as more and more people move to the internet to engage and complete their purchases, they will be paying online. And the online payment processors will be our source to monetize the ongoing death of the retail brick and mortar locations. Wealth Institute family members, go back, check your reference documents. You have two premier online retailers, okay, processing, I'm talking about the payment side. And then you have one that's behind the scenes that gets people P.A.I.D. consistently. And let me say this to you. On the broader scope, every single major online payment processor monetizes or processes payments across 3 to 4 major credit card issuers. Hint, hint, is this simple enough for you to get P.A.I.D. from the ongoing death of brick and mortar retailers? We're talking about that MasterCard. We're talking about that Visa. We're talking about that American Express. And in some instances, okay, we're also talking about what? Discovery. To a certain degree. Okay, Discover Card. Family members. Excellent ways and means of getting your P.A.I.D. right, NOW, and in the future, as you see more and more of your malls in your areas, in your communities, have more and more vacant space, and eventually get shuttered altogether. Intelligent way to monetize the ongoing death of brick and mortar retailers. Give you information that will allow you to not only obtain but also maintain your economic liberation. Why? Because it is time for us to bring in our harvest, buying through monetizing information. Harvest that gets us P.A.I.D. When is our harvest? The harvest for the Answer is Wealth Institute family? Well, it's right, NOW. And I know not when the harvest will be for the rest of the world. When we come back, the Ask the Wiz Wealth Institute.